What a beautiful face I have found in this place that is circling all around the sun. What a beautiful dream that could flash on the screen in a blink of an eye and be gone from me. Soft and sweet, let me hold it close and keep it here with me. And one day we will die, and our ashes will fly from the aeroplane over the sea. But for now we are young, let us lay in the sun and count every beautiful thing we can see. Love to be in the arms of all I'm keeping here with me. What a curious life we have found here tonight. There is music that sounds from the street. There are lights in the clouds and there's ghosts all around. Hear a voice as it's rolling and ringing through me. Soft and sweet, how the notes all bend and reach above the tree. Smooth, made your voice so smooth and sweet, but now we keep where we don't know. All secrets sleep in winter clothes with one you loved so long ago. Now we don't even know his name.
I was looking at all the photos of everybody on the Western Kentucky Forensic website, and I saw Ashley and Chris Brasfield's wedding photos. I said I wanted to be her friend. So I come here, and the first person that actually helped me out on the team was Ashley Brasfield. So I just wanted to say thanks. You mean a lot to me. You mean a lot to the team. You're a silent leader and just a really great person.
Nicole Hawk to me is the epitome of a talented person on our team. After not debating for over a semester, she went back to the Ohio State University tournament, which is the biggest tournament of her semester, and not only won enough rounds to be in out round, she was one of the top 10 seeds and only stopped debating because one of our debaters advanced over her. Without any type of experience or knowledge on the topic, she just used her own skill and persuasive style in order to be one of the best debaters in the nation again. I mean, without debating second semester again, she went and was the 7th ranked debater in the entire country at nationals, which just goes to show that she's not only probably the smartest person any of us have ever run into, but her talent is so versatile that she's really going to be someone that all of us will miss.
You know, when I think about Chris Brasfield, the first memory I think I have is a couple of years ago when we went down to Nashville for their wedding. I can't believe it's been that long. When we walked in the door, you know, you think of normal weddings, you go in there and you greet the groomsmen and you greet the ushers. Well, Chris was the first guy standing in line, and I said I couldn't get 3 words out of my mouth before he'd already told me twice, "It's so good to have you here." It's the first wedding that I'd been to where the groom was more excited to be at the wedding than the guests were. I mean, it was really great to see that enthusiasm on his mind. And when I think about that, that's kind of what Chris has always represented. You know, for the last couple of years, we had some privileged time together in hotel rooms. Not that way, we're just kind of roommates. And as we went through, Chris and I did several different things. He would always let me borrow his ties, which I greatly appreciated. I never got compliments from our own ties, but for Chris Brasfield, they were always there. But he did. If there was one moment that I could think of, though, it was at Nationals. And I think Natalie and I were talking about this on the bus ride back. When Chris won Persuasion, I turned around and looked at him. And for 3 minutes straight, he did nothing but have that Brasfield smile. You know, it's kind of where you tilt the forehead forward and you grin like this. And that was what he was doing. But you know, it wasn't just because Chris was happy that he was won. It's the way he's always been about every activity that he does. Chris takes it with enthusiasm and with passion. And that's what I'll remember about him the most. there's a lot of seniors that we're going to miss. These 8 kids have been really great for us, but I think there's going to be a really special place for Chris Brassfield. For one thing, we're not going to have any rhythm whatsoever in warm-ups anymore, and we're not going to have anybody to keep us on key when we sing the Do Re Mi song. Sorry, Natalie. But for Chris, I think there'll be a special place that everyone will want to remember. And for Chris, I can just say this, buddy. I really appreciate your testimony, your enthusiasm, the example that you've set, and most important, the passion that you have, Chris. It really means a lot to me, and I'm really going to miss you. By the way, I need to borrow your ties next year, too, if that's okay.
Hi, it's Maggie here. I'm talking about Nick Romerhausen because he's just a wonderful person. And my first memory of Nick was actually in the speech office my freshman year. It was when everybody was coming back from summer break, so everybody was kind of, all the old members, you know, the previous members of the team were all hugging and saying hello for the first time of the year, and I was just kind of scared and sitting very, you know, quietly on one of the couches, and Nick came up to me. He was kind of dressed up in a blazer and some nice pants, and he was like, "Hey, how's it going?" And he just talked to me for a good 10 minutes, and that was really my first impression of Nick Romerhausen and how great of a leader he was. And ever since then, he's just been kind of just a great leader for everybody, including me, and he's always been there for me whenever I needed help with anything. God, I can't tell how much Nick really means to me, because this year we got even closer because we were dual partners, and he just, I've never met someone so devoted to both school and speech, and who will just give his all, except for Courtney Wright. But, just kidding. But I've never met someone so hardworking and so devoted to what, and so passionate about what he does. And I think that's why he became such a great leader for everyone this year, was because, you know, he was there whenever we needed him, and he was part of taking the team back and just leading us into the victories every single tournament. And he's so fun to be around, and I think that's what I'm gonna miss about him. Okay.
Hello there. You want to know about Grace? Well, Grace is one of my best friends on the team, of course probably my best friend on the team, and I think what sums up Grace best to me and to most of the people on the team is a quotation that Cornelius Lee once said. He said, "I love to see Grace keep it real, just not with me." And I think that we can all agree that we love to see Grace turn it on and be hardcore. We just don't like to see that hardcoreness directed at us. We love Grace for a bunch of different reasons. She's graced us with this team for the past 4 years, and she is quite an example of what it means to persevere, to work hard, and to excel in different events and impromptu. She worked hard, became awesome at that. She also went into poetry, and if you've ever seen her at a slam, you know that she rocks the house. And a lot of energy and a lot of spunk and a lot of love is bottled up in that little tiny Grace, and we love her a lot. And the team is going to really feel the void that Grace filled this year and the past 3 years. So I just want to say I love you, Grace, so much. And I know everyone else on this team does. Thank you so much for being our friend and our leader and our supporter. Thanks, Grace.
The first time I met Justin Kress, it was at a tournament in Gatlinburg when I was still in high school, and he wanted to show me a magic trick. So tried to escape from him then, but then I ended up for 4 years with him on the team here, and turned out to be a really great friend of mine. We've had a wonderful time going to tournaments together, hanging out afterwards, and I'm really glad that both he and I are not graduating on time, so we'll be around an extra semester, even maybe another year, so that we can hang out some more. So I would say I'd miss you, Kress, but I'll get to see you next year, which is wonderful.
1,000!
Well, how do you think I carry that duo? Right?
Well, I guess you're here interrupting my workout session because I'm supposed to talk about Ryan, and I'm more than happy to do it. Ryan Howell has been my best friend on the team basically since I first came here. He's been okay. For the past 2 years, Ryan has been my best friend on the team. and I'm really going to miss him, even though he'll be around next year. But his presence on the team has been the most important, I think, out of anyone for the past 3 years. His solidarity and unity that he brought to the team really helped invigorate and energize all the classes and really help everyone come together. I remember when I was a freshman, I was really worried because I came from so far away if I would fit in. And Ryan really helped with that social aspect in terms of getting everyone together and really acting as a unifier. Ryan has been my rock on this team, especially for the past 2 years. He's always been there for me, and he's really been an inspiration to me, not just on the team, but off of it as well. In terms of on the team, I finally got to do duo with him this year. It was a great experience, and I wouldn't have wanted to be in and around anyone else more than Ryan. I'm really glad that goal was achieved. So Ryan, I've already cried about you before, so I'm not going to do it again. But just want to let you know that you're great and you're very funny. You don't even have to try to be funny, you just are funny. And I hope that's something I can attain in the next year. Thanks, man. Bye.
My fondest memory of Courtney Wright would have to be before I ever was on the team at Western. I was at the Murray tournament last year, and I had seen his duo with Ben, I think all weekend, and we had been hitting each other and everything, and they were really, really good and very, very intimidating. And second round or something like that, we were sitting there waiting for the judges to come in, and Courtney turns to me and he starts talking to me, and he says, "Can you do your dance to me?" So, because at the end of my duo I did a dance to the audience, so I was like, okay, yeah. So while I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, they're really good, I gotta do something. So I get out my little makeup bag and I put my lipstick on, and I get up there and I do my duo, and I turn around at the final scene and I do my little dance to Courtney, and I plop onto the desk where he's sitting and I kiss him on his cheek. So I put this huge purple pink lipstick mark on his cheek, so I thought, yes. What Courtney meant to me personally was motivation and passion, and I didn't know that he broke his neck until the middle of first semester, and I've thought about that a lot, and I think this can kind of play into his role with everybody. I think Courtney was meant to be here for a purpose, and one of his purpose, to make people smile and to brighten people's days, and I think he does that. He brightens my day, every tournament. He's always been a strong shoulder for every single person on this team. He's shown leadership better than anyone I've ever met, and he really has a passion and a drive for speech that I've never seen in anyone else. And I admire him very much for that, and I think the rest of the team admires him for that, and I'm really going to miss him next year. So, yeah.
Hi everyone, it's been a wonderful 4 years here at Western. I really enjoyed myself. It's gone by so quickly. I guess my favorite memory is all of the traveling that I've done with the team and just getting to hang out with all of my friends on the team. That's been absolutely wonderful.
I think what I've learned most about the speech that I will carry through my life is that there are always two sides to every issue. No matter how right you think you are about something, there's always an argument in the other direction that needs to be known and considered. And also, I think I've learned that you can't please everyone with the message you think you have, and so the most important way to get a message across is to try to make that a message to appeal to people with different opinions, instead of trying to stick so hard to your own that you lose your audience.
I think what I've learned the most being on the team is that I have to trust other people and learning how to do that, because sometimes I want to do things independently, but being on this team has taught me that I can trust other people to be there for me, and that's a great experience.
It's been such a long time here. Our success isn't something that we can say that we just did ourselves. It's been a lot with our teammates, a lot of teammates who have supported us, this year in particular, the freshmen who provided the foundation of a new class who will be great leaders whenever they move up into the position of seniors. An administration who is by far the most supportive administration that you'll ever see. Whenever we go to other speech tournaments and their president gives the introduction to the tournament, they say, I don't even know what this thing is, but I hope you all have a good time. To coaches, to Dawn, to Jace, to Bonnie, to Glenn, to Jen, to just everybody, Ben, everybody, Tyler for ADS, Grove for the 4 years that I've had. It's just been fantastic. And I just can't thank everybody enough. To Judy for giving me the opportunity that I had for 4 years and have loved having, and hopefully will one day be able to give back to students in the same way. And also to just people that I'm friends with on the team who have made such a difference to me. To Courtney, to Maggie, my duo partner, to Ryan, to Grace, to Lydia, and I know I'm missing a ton of people, but we have like 45 people on our team. And everybody, Mel, you all made such a big difference to me, and I won't forget you.
I think that this team is one of the most loving teams in the entire nation, and it shows. When I first came on the team, I was nervous about, when I first came to Western actually, I was nervous about, making new friends. Like, you don't know anyone when you come here. And it was just so easy because everyone was very welcoming, everyone was very loving, and I think that is something that I'm going to miss the most about this team is the heart, not only in the performances, but when just hanging out with other teammates. There's unity like I've never seen.
Hey, it's Grace. I just wanted to say thanks for everything. I think being on the team has changed everything for me in the future, and thanks everyone for believing in me with this. And I've never met a group of people that have been so open and so loving and intelligent, and I just don't know if this will ever happen again. And I remember looking at awards and looking at everyone and saying goodbye almost, because it's kind of over for us, and it's very weird, but I love all of y'all so much, and I don't know what I'm gonna do without you, and I just hope you know how special and beautiful you are, everyone, and thanks for really taking a chance on me. Good luck next year.
I think it's really important, at least for me, to reflect on everybody that's kind of gotten me to where I've been. At NFA, especially at the end, I was looking back at Joe Day and all of the coaches that I've had that have really put me where I am. And without a lot of people like Glenn, Steve, Jen, Chris Grove, I would not be where I am or would not have been competitive at all. I really think that it's important, at least for me, to thank everybody, thank all of the coaches, even like the coaches that I didn't work with all the time, like Dawn, who helped me with my prose, or Ben, who was all about impromptu delivery, and Bonnie and Jace and Billman and everybody like Stephanie, who made sure that we were more than just a group of people, but a real family or a team. And I think that all the coaches created this cohesive net by which we were all able to work together. And that's really what the coaches meant as a whole. So thank you to the coaches.
I have so many people to thank, just reflecting back on the 4 years I've been here on the team. Most importantly, all of my teammates who have made it absolutely wonderful. Of course, Judy Woodring for keeping me on the team and really encouraging me along the way. All of my coaches, Ben, Gwen, Jen, Steve Doubleday for getting me to debate at Nationals. And most importantly, the administration here at Western Kentucky University for supporting our team so much and making sure that we get to travel so much, and that we really have the entire university behind us, and that's absolutely terrific.
Lastly, my message to the people left on the team and the underclassmen and people that will be seniors next year is something I didn't appreciate till this year, and that is make sure you learn about the history of our team and all the rich history we have. We have people in the NFA Hall of Fame, and the fact that this past year at AFA was only our 5th year at AFA, and you know, looking at how we grew from such a small team to this team that we are today, and just thinking about that.
Advice to the underclass people on this team. I just want to say, don't waste a moment. Like, really latch onto every moment that you have, every moment when you walk into a round and you have that one round and it's your first prelim, that's a moment that you can't let go of. So don't let go of that moment. And if you can do that, you'll leave with no regrets, and you know, that's all that matters, because you don't want to be standing around, you know, thinking about, oh, I could have done that, I could have done this. You gotta work, and you gotta hang on to the moments. And yeah, love each other. That's probably the biggest advice I can give you, is to love each other. Like, I love you all. Bye.
So, this is the last thing that's going to be on the video. I'm editing it. I'm going to put myself last, because I'm a little bit arrogant like that. But I have a few words of advice to impart upon the fellow speechies that will continue competing next year. There's been a pretty awesome legacy built at Western, and I really hope you can continue the legacy. But, you know, that legacy goes beyond just winning. It goes into really knowing exactly what you want to say and saying your message. I mean, you have an opportunity to any idea you have to relay that to people all across the nation. So enjoy it, because it doesn't last long. And also, you know, you got a real opportunity to make friends. And that's what it's all about. Just making friends, having fun, enjoying what you do, learning as much as you can, and seeing some of the great parts of the country, like Macomb, Illinois, Gainesville, Florida, just resort towns, eating it up while you can. So, next year, enjoy all your national titles, enjoy all the fun, make a point to be a leader, and really encourage unity. And that's the way to win. No, but seriously. Thanks for 4 awesome years. Take care. Enjoy. Bye. Parlez-vous. Goodbye, love. Goodbye, love. Just came to say goodbye, love. Goodbye.
Stand up and cheer. Stand up and cheer for dear old Western. For today we raise the red and white above the rest. Rah, rah, rah!
Our team is fighting, and we are bound to win the fray. We got the steam.
We got the steam.
We got the steam. We got the team. We got the steam. For this is dear old Western Day.
Yay! There you go.